Hello everyone, welcome to Cast According to City. So guys, let's go to New York City and then go to Nigeria and then we go 35,000 feet with this young lady crying her tears out because she got deported from the United States after being detained for 24 hours.
Hi everyone. I have thought of many ways to do this, and to be honest, none of it hurts any less. I have figured out in my head, should I tell you guys the truth or should I just play along with it? But I think the best is just to tell the truth. As you all know, I and my team has really prepared for this trade fair, for Houston and for New York. So many sleepless nights in preparation for this trade fair, but it hurts me to tell you guys that I won't be there. Because currently I am on my way back to Nigeria. So I'm not one, right, to come out on social media and start to cry or talk about all my hurts as a business person, but this one hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. So apparently I was denied entrance into the US, and that's because my visa was a B1 B2 visa, which is tourism slash business meetings, right? So when I landed, I was detained for like 24 hours in their detention room, and when I was questioned, I told them that I was just only going to exhibit, but I didn't know any better because the US has all your data, your Instagram page, every single thing. So apparently my Instagram obviously says different because they even checked all my messages with my customers. You know, the customers have been telling that we're coming and they can pick up and, you know, all of that. Long story short, this is actually for my US ladies. God knows I tried. I really wanted you guys to see the face behind this brand. You know, the face that puts in all the work. I wanted you guys to not only experience my product, but experience the person behind the product. At this point, I'm not even thinking about all the money's lost, because I mean, I see like it's part of life. So what you guys will do for me is just support me in any way you can. If you get to the fair, I have someone that will stand in for me. Just support me as much as you can. I really appreciate it.
Once again, guys, I know before you come and say it's happening to everybody, I know that one of the conditions of a non-American landing in the United States is that your social media platforms are going to be scrutinized, meaning that if you are a foreigner that criticizes the well, whether you talk bad of America or you talk bad of the Trump administration, yeah, that's conditioned for you to be deported and not allowed into the United States. Now, because of many stuff going on in the world right now, especially in the black diaspora against black Americans, the chickens have come home to roost for you, especially if you either live in the United States and you go home to Africa to visit. I'm going to speak in the context of Africa here. I'm not going to speak for anyone else. And then you come home for a visit to Africa, and then when you go back, whether you are a credible visitor to the United States or you were given the proper United States, probably, I don't know, the green card or whatever the case is. I don't know how that system works. And then you used to speak ill of the United States at at the border control board or whatever you call it, the TSA, I suppose. You shall answer for yourself. And even if you do answer shame and say, "Oh, freedom of expression," because you know how they like, "It's my right, it's my." Donald Trump doesn't play that. This is my right thing. You go home. You will go home. You will lose everything that you've built in the United States, and then you are going to pack yourself, hop on the plane, and get deported to your country. Now, of course, once again, this is affecting the Africa's biggest traveler, as they call themselves, nonsense, parasites, leeches. They will never say that. So this lady, she has a business in the United, or at least she's got clients in the United States. I am assuming she had gone there to deliver her products to her American clients. But when she got to the airport in New York, I'm not going to assume it's JFK, she, of course, got stopped for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, and I don't think it's because of her, what you call this thingamajig, her social media posts. Because at the end of the day, Donald Trump does push for freedom of expression, etc., and so on. And I think they are just using this as an excuse to sift out the type of traveler that the United States does not want. And in Africa, you can already imagine who that is: Nigerians. I mean, come on, 2 weeks ago or some weeks ago, a whole Nigerian. this part really makes me laugh. The bravado behind it all. The bravado behind it all. Scammed. I'm sorry for laughing. Donald Trump, my apologies. Anyways, I have no interest in coming to the United States anytime soon. Ever, actually. Not ever. No, I don't know. Things might happen and then I might want to go to the United States or something might lead me there. So I will take back never part. But the president of the United States was scammed by a Nigerian. Successfully scammed. Can you imagine? So of course, if you are carrying that green, very weak passport of Nigeria, you are gonna be pulled aside. You're not gonna be trusted. And we keep telling y'all, guys, stop this. You are the one that is shooting yourself on the foot. But no, they defend themselves, and some think that they say, "Oh, South Africans are illiterate." I'm sorry, South Africans are illiterate, and yet 15 of our universities are ranked top university, some of the top universities in the world. Google it. And who do you think goes to these universities? Who do you think goes there? Yeah, I rest my case. So if you're gonna come at us about being illiterate, South Africa is one of the most literate countries in Africa, with best schools, best universities, best colleges. Yeah, it's that. You don't feature anywhere on any list as having the best education system on the continent, and yet you're the giants, right? And then when we speak like this and warning you, instead of saying, "Hey, bro, thanks for bringing this to our attention," I think we have been blindsided ourselves for so long, and the world is beginning to, teach us a lesson, and we are learning that lesson, or at least we will talk to each other. No, Let me gaslight the world. Let me gaslight myself, especially because you're asking silly questions like, what have we done? What have you done? And then instead they say we are most well traveled. And I'm like, oh my God, you don't get the point. It's not about traveling. It's got absolutely nothing about traveling. It's got everything to do when you travel, what attitude you bring there. That's what it's all about. The attitude includes your home training. Your attitude also comes from the fact that you respect your own laws in your country, and therefore you are going to respect the laws of other people's countries when you so travel too. It's got nothing to do with you being a traveler. Nothing. It's got everything to do with what type of a human being are you? Are you eligible to be in our country? But no, that part flies over the head. And that is why now the world is shutting its doors on you guys. So this lady, I don't believe that 100% is because of her tweets or whatever it is that she had said about the United States. And I am sure she's one of those Africans that speaks ill of Black Americans. Whether, yeah, Donald Trump is whatever he is, but one thing for sure that Donald Trump will fight for is America. That also includes Black Americans if they're being disrespected, because they're still part of the United States. So most of you guys, you pick at Black Americans, you say horrible things about Black Americans, and you probably find that she was part of the conversation that was bringing down Black Americans after the Essence Festival of Culture, and that came and bit her in the butt. And now she's crying, coming back home without having made the money she intended to make in the United States. Probably she already budgeted. Now she's asking for people to support her in whatever way. Of course, we know that she means money, because she lost money for the plane ticket to the United States. And probably coming back, because I don't think the United States, they batted an eye by putting her on a flight. She had to return with the same flight ticket, the return flight ticket that she bought. That means she made a loss. We say it again, Nigerians, you are brothers and sisters, and we've got to tell you the truth. We have to tell you the truth. And I know the truth is not one of your forte. You hate the truth. And because I get it, I get why you hate it. It's because it's painful. But all of us have to be told the truth at some point. And yes, in as much as it hurts, but we still have to take a step back and reflect. And then realize, yeah, I see where I messed up. And then I will make a correction. You're like saying, oh, to be human is to err. Okay, fine. You acknowledge the human part. Now, can you acknowledge the error? Yeah, you acknowledge it. Now, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about that mistake? The world, I'm telling y'all, you guys have no idea. The world is going to shut down its doors on you guys once and for all. These are just warning shots. Warning shots. I don't know if you guys are taking these warning shots. If you're not going to take the warning shots by 2030, you guys, you will not be able to travel anywhere. You will not be able to travel anywhere by 2030. And we're talking 5 years down the line from now. So you all got to get your act together. Otherwise, this Japa thing has come to an end. I'm letting you guys know. This Japa thing has come to an end until you learned accountability. Until you learn accountability, what it means and what are the consequences of not being accountable. Y'all might not be taught accountability, but the rest of the world is taught that. Integrity, which comes with self-respect. And if you have these two things, then you will respect other people, their laws, their systems, etc. and so on. And you will also choose your words. You will definitely choose your words. That person who scammed Donald Trump, y'all need to find that person and lock him up. Show the world that you guys are serious about people like that. Don't just leave it like that and ask silly questions. What have we done? What have you done? Ah, come on. Anyways, I thought let me show you what's happening out there. And if you are intending to travel to the United States and you have said something negative about the United States or the people of the United States or any race in the United States, even if you delete those tweets, videos, or whatever it is, you must remember what do you call this? Cyber footprint. Cyber footprint does not go away. The internet does not forget. And those people have all the technology to go into even the deleted content. So, what does that mean for you? Do you think you're going to enter the United States? Is that what you think you're going to do? Yeah, the chickens have come home to roast for you. I know it's roast, but yeah, they are coming home to roast. You're going to come back crying in that plane without taking any accountability. You're not gonna take any accountability because that's what y'all good at, anyways. Hey guys, just be careful out there. Be careful with your words. Yeah, I'll leave it here. Goodbye.